Welcome back to Convince Me, the video series covering Dougherty students' hottest takes. Students had 30 seconds to share their opinions, so what did they choose to talk about? In our second episode, the takes just keep coming. Students were unafraid to dive deep into questions of politics and Dougherty life. So deep, in fact, that we had to extend the speaking time limit.
In Dougherty Valley, I've seen a lot of people use religion, especially on cyber, that they use religion to deter people to be homophobic in general, which is probably the most common case. I don't think we should do that because I myself live in a Catholic family. I face a lot of homophobia in my own family and my own Catholic community. And I just don't think it's just a good name to put on religion itself. So, yeah.
I feel that mental health is your own responsibility. What happens to you, yes, that's not your fault, but what you do about it is your own thing. Like, if you get, trauma and you have a response to things, that's fine. But to seek out therapy, to seek out help, and to seek out clarity of your own self, then that is entirely up to you. Nobody else can dictate that.
The voting age should be 0 years old. The reason I think this is many people use the argument that the voting age shouldn't be 16 or it shouldn't be any arbitrary age below 18, based on the idea that because children are not independent, they are members of the household. Their parents can represent their opinions for them. That same argument that there's someone in the household that can represent someone's opinions for them was the same argument used against women's suffrage in the 1900s. I believe strongly in egalitarianism, so by that quality, every single human being deserves the right to vote.
I think that people as public speakers are respectable people, even if what they advocate for is good or bad, or even if it doesn't apply to themselves. I really think that how they approach it is kind of a good way to bring awareness to the public about how seriously they take their ideals and beliefs, and it also provokes society into thinking a sort of why and what, you know. I think that kind of relates to our school because our school doesn't really have a public speaking type of thing, and it kind of reflects on how free speech is how many opinions are set across.
This school is too liberal, and that's coming from a liberal guy. I think this school is at this point leaning too much into forced diversity, or into putting too much of a focus on mental and emotional health. I'm not saying that it's not important. Of course it's important, but I think this school, especially some teachers in some classes, they're going way too far with it and making it way bigger of a deal than it needs to be.
That's a wrap. Comment below if your classmates convinced you. Check back with Convince Me next month for more of Dougherty's hottest takes.